and develop a shape for a gusset, and then you'll know how to do it from then on. I've done several here that I did this one and I wasn't able to use it. This one, however, for the back for the 4-bar suspension, I cut it out. You can see all the sketch marks on there of the charcoal, and then I cut it out of paper, fold it in half like this, and cut it out of paper. Now I'm going to draw this onto a piece of metal. This is about a 3/8 sheet here. Now the idea is to cut these with using the least amount of metal. Put them onto the metal so I use the least amount. I guess that's going to be the best way right there. Now I use a piece of chalk to mark that way I want that bracket made there. Because chalk you can see on the metal as you're burning it with a torch. If you use charcoal or a pencil, you can't see through the glasses where you're burning at, but with this chalk you can see it real clearly when it's hot. I've seen a lot of guys the way they work in their shops, but here I am 52 now, see, and my eyesight's not bad, but it's not as bad as some other guys that haven't been using these all the time. Now, whenever you work with the torch, make sure you put these dark glasses on, because that torch is hot and bright, and these will save your eyes in the long run. Okay, gang, now in case you forgot what your shop teacher told you about burning plates near cement, get as far away from the cement as you can. If it's too close, throw a 2x4 underneath there, because that hot metal that'll zap your cement. Make big holes in it and start popping like firecrackers. Notice how I'm guiding that torch with my left hand and holding the torch with my right hand. This isn't a pretty fair line, that's pretty straight line. Of course, I'm used to that from the old pinstriping days. Cutting a piece of metal like this is actually just like pinstriping. You got to follow a straight line. I spent about an hour laying these two pieces of paper out. I keep trimming the paper and using masking tape to glue new pieces on with every time I figured I needed a different shape. So don't be discouraged and think I did this all in one big giant layout. I spent a long time getting that piece of paper to look that clean. Here's a little trick you might use if you got to cut a straight line. You get a piece of straight metal and lay it on there and guide your torch down that line. You give you a pretty straight line. The angle iron is good for that too. Okay, gang, now we're ready to start grinding this little engine mount plate. And I want to give you a little lecture on shades, in case your shop teacher forgot to or you didn't get a shop class. These shades are neat for protecting your eyes from the grinding marks. And you can actually direct the spray of this grinder by the way you hold it. I usually aim it into the wall glass when my wall's so gray. And I also use my grinder that I'll use for finishing the body off with it. I use this as a sander too. The idea is to get this, all the weld marks out, all the cutting marks out of there. Okay, gang, I want to remind you when you build one of these cars now, these three-wheelers, is to, when you get ready to mount your front end, before you do that, you got to sit down in it and pretend like you're actually sitting in it and see where you want that front end to go, no matter what you build. Now, I like to keep my wheelbase around 95 to 100 inches, but it seems like I'm going to have to go bigger on this one. But see, this is about the position I want to sit in right here. So I've got my front end mounted up on a milk crate, and this is, I'm testing this out today, see where it'll look good.